Yes, guys, what's going on? It's Speci here, and today, obviously the patch has been delayed, so I did want to bring you some fun decks to play to just carry us over until the new competitive season starts. Witcher Nilfgaard is really, really fun to play. Vesemir, of course, being a huge powerhouse, and I'm just going to get out of the bag what leader we're playing. Double cross might make sense so we get the most provisions, but oh no, we need to win games. We're playing the best leader ability in the whole game, Lockdown. These 7 provisions completely irrelevant because we're just going to be really good against Lippy decks, Precision Strike decks, all these decks that use their leader, which by the way is most decks in the game. We're just going to have a massive advantage over when we're playing Lockdown. Against other Nilfgaard decks, it's probably a disadvantage because you'd rather play like the double cross for the provisions. But this deck is super weird in its provisions anyway, and I'll show you a little bit why. So why on earth would we play Vesemir Mentor in Nilfgaard? Well, we can play the classic Witcher trio, which is Orcs, Seret, and Letho himself as well. So Orcs is here. Now, Letho is just a powerhouse in this deck because Vesemir is a +1 on him. So if we have Orcs and Seret in hand, he is an 9 base strength. Obviously with the Vesemir, he's going to deal 3 damage and lock. So it's a 12-point lock, which is just crazy, crazy good. Also in this deck, we're using the other Witcher trio too. And we are using Leo. So look at all these 7s. That is usually not what I would recommend in a deck. So it's a really weird deck. A lot of the time in decks, you don't want to include these sort of 7 provision cards. You want lots of 4s, a couple of 5s, and then loads of these high-end cards. But actually, Vesemir is one of our highest provision cards. Also, if you're playing Vesemir and Witches, of course, Geralt Quen makes a lot of sense. And I've also gone for the Igni over Uridan because Igni is just a nice powerhouse bit of removal. It always gets value. It's very rare it doesn't. It's also 3 points, of course, off Vesemir. And because we play quite a few locks, rather than going for the Uridan route, I think Igni just makes a bit more sense as well. So we're also using a single Viper Witcher Mentor. This card is an amazing card, especially when combined with Warwick the All-Seeing. So Warwick the All-Seeing, when played in the melee row, is going to put our opponent's highest provision card in the deck. Now, this can make people completely lose their minds. If they've got an Aneromancy, they might just play that card. And if you find Warwick round 1, that means they're going to be playing their best card round 1. If they don't have an Aneromancy or a way of tutoring it, we can then use a Viper Witcher Alchemist to put that card into our deck. Now, the Viper Witcher Alchemist can be very, very dodgy in this deck. There has been a time where it showed me all 3 of these Witches. However, I've changed the deck slightly to hopefully include more 4 provision cards in the list so that there's more cards that our Viper Witcher Alchemist will show us that we're just happy to give to our opponent. Now, of course, there's ways that people can play around this. So Cantarella is often a combo you see when combined with Warwick the All-Seeing. But the last thing this deck needs is another 7 provision card that's sort of a little bit iffy. And the Viper Witcher Alchemist in this list has the benefit of obviously getting this +1 off Vesemir. So you can already see we've got tons and tons of Witchers in this deck. Now, if we were to just do a quick other search of what other Witchers we might want to play, because there are a few considerations. Obviously, Ciri Dash could be pretty decent. Ivar being a Witcher would make a lot of sense, but then you realise that actually if you Vesemir first, then Ivar becomes weakened because he would be 5 power, and Ivar doesn't really make sense. I have gone for the location. This is a nice bit of flexibility. Another Viper Witcher Mentor can be great, but also it just gives us another chance of finding a Viper Witcher Alchemist when we want to, after playing Warwick the All-Seeing. We're also using Berengar because he's just really good value, and we do have a couple Viper Witchers because this card is just fantastic in my opinion. It's playing as a 7-point card in this deck if we Vesemir, and also just clogging our opponent, making their hand a lot worse. So I really, really do like this card. Another consideration you might want to try is going for the Kingslayers and playing like a mill-orientated deck. And I would love to play the Viper Witcher Adepts and the Colgrim, but you really just end up, if you're playing these cards, wanting to play Portal, Roach, Knickers, and you just can't really justify playing Vesemir and Witches. So it's not a Colgrim deck, in my opinion. It's not a Viper Witcher Adept deck. Now, these are all our Witchers. Some other considerations would be, of course, Uridan, Lambert, Geralt of Rivia. You could also go for the Ciri Dash Kingslayer option. Ivo could be good too, but I'm just worried that he's going to get locked a little bit too often. Let's look at our 4 provision cards because they're obviously really important. Nausicaa Sergeants are really very decent. I've also gone for 2 4 provision locks over these 5 provision locks, just to give us like a little bit more to work with in our gold package. And then I've also gone for a Magni Division and a couple of Masters of Disguise. Honestly, this might be a little bit wrong. Like, we might need to go for 2 Magni Divisions and 1 Master of Disguise because we've got 2 bronze locks, but also Orcs is a lock as well as Letho if you have the Orcs in hand. Now, what is really awkward with this deck a lot of the time with your mulligans in round 1 is you find yourself mulliganing high provision cards, which you don't really want to do. But if you can save this Witcher trio, the Seret, the Orcs, and the Letho for round 3, that is ideal. But if you've got a couple of them in your hand, I would just keep them round 1. If you've only got 1 in your hand, I would maybe consider mulliganing them early on as well. And then this last 9 provision slot just leads us nicely to a Invo, so that we've got a couple of tool punishes in this deck. Again, don't love the deck in terms of like competitive potential. It is really fun though, and it can definitely win games. If you want to play the most competitive lockdown Nilfgaard deck, of course this is not it. But if you want to play some Witchers, I think this seems like the way to go. Really weird deck, as I say, because normally I would not recommend any deck having this many 7s. But obviously, double Witcher trio just does make a lot of sense. And also this Warrior that we're seeing, if there's ever a deck for him, it is this one. I was also using a couple of Mentors and a couple of Alchemists. But again, when I was doing that, these 4 provision cards were just sort of not really around, and you just want to try and at least get some of these. And it also makes this Alchemist a little bit less dodgy. Something to bear in mind as well. Ideally, you would prefer to use the Viper Witcher Mentor first, and then Vesemir, because Vesemir is not otherwise going to get carryover on this card. Yeah, let's go. I have won most of my games with this deck. Chat will back me up with. It's good against Lippy, because they can't use their leader ability. It should be good against Vi, because we've got an Igni and an Invo, and they can't use their leader ability. And we've got lots of locks as well for their consumes. So yeah, it's a fun off-meta deck, playing Lockdown, which normally, you know, isn't that fun. But this is a nice change of pace. And I think you just do want to go Lockdown, because this deck is not the best in the world. And Lockdown is going to shut down a lot of strategies, like this Precision Strike. It does impact them quite significantly, if it's a Gord deck or not. We do struggle with proactivity, and we are going first, so that's not ideal. But let's just have a look. We've got a Master of Disguise. Maybe, again, like we could just include 2 of these. I think in this one, I ended up just going for double Magni, didn't I? We could include 2 of these cards, to be completely honest with you. Sort of 6 or 1/2 a dozen of the other. I would say we want to kick the land, but we don't really want to play this round 1. We have got the Seret and the Orcs, and then we could play Letho through Gwent, because we've got the Vesemir, so that's pretty nice. These 4 provision cards are pretty good. Kicking Barangar seems kind of trolling. Same with Warret. Honestly, we need some proactivity. I'm going to kick the lock. And this seems pretty good. I think we can keep this. Seems good. He's really good, honestly. So we're going to want to play Warret in the front row. So let's play this Magni Division in the back row. And I think this is another reason to maybe kick this Hunter, because we can just use our collar stratagem. And this is why I wanted the proactivity as well, right? Was kind of anticipating our opponent to be a little bit cheeky and just not give us much to work with. Let's go for the Master of Disguise first, because probably anticipating this to get removed too. But it's a really nice opening hand. Like, this is kind of a dream hand in many ways. I guess the Warret isn't as good as it might seem, because we don't really have a way to capitalize on it unless we were to Quen for a Alchemist. I don't really want to do, but we'll see. Let's just play this. Again, we're not really surprised that our opponent has just been removing all our stuff, all our things. Removing all our stuff. Great English there. We could Quen for the Letho here. But again, maybe we just want to threaten with the Warret. I think let's just lock this geezer first. And threaten with the Warret. Even if we don't commit to it, we might just make them panic. So, Justice. Do they have a Neuromancy to play Justice? Let's find out. If they don't, like, I'm kind of tempted, obviously, to just nick the Justice. But you can kind of see why this card can be awkward. Like, an Acantarella wouldn't do the job here either, but the Alchemist certainly would. Maybe I was just supposed to push 1 more mulligan to try and find the Alchemist or this. But they actually can't. Now, it's a bit awkward now because I've given them Justice into their hands. So maybe I've not really thought this one through, because I kind of do just want to play this Letho off Quen. Like, it's so good here. I think I've had a bit of a stinker, mate. Like, the Letho is so flipping good here. But equally, like, denying them Justice. We've just given them Justice. So what we could have done in this situation instead, we could have foreseen this, and I should have probably just played Warret in the back row to just clog them, which isn't ideal. Or we could have just tried to hold on to it, because obviously you can play Warret and then you can play your Mentors before Adrenaline, and then you could steal it. They've definitely had a bit of a stinker. I'm not going to lie to you, chat. We've given them a Justice for free. But we could just, let's just get over that, and let's just say, well, okay, this Justice was probably, there's a good chance it was on top of their deck anyway. It's kind of irrelevant. And let's play this absolute bad boy Letho. We've got the Witcher trio in hand, so we may as well play them, innit? And look at this value, mate. A lock, the damage, the deploy on both of these cards for our Sergeant. Just over, mate. Maybe we just didn't need to do this then. Maybe we could have just been a bit more greedy. But our opponent's committed a lot in this round already. Then we go for the Seret as well. We could just hold off on the Seret, because what we don't want to do is play Seret and then not play Vesemir. So let's make sure we get the Vesemir down. We're kind of cruising this round anyway, honestly. This Letho was pretty disgusting. And we do manage to win the round. We did play quite a lot of provisions. Maybe we just shouldn't have played Warrett. It's all a bit tough. It's all a bit orcs. Great banter. Obviously, the fact we gave him justice is a stinker, but let's just forget about that, right? Let's just forget about it. It's a big stinker, especially if they're not playing in Neuromancy. That's such a good card for them to draw. I think as well, the fact that they've got justice on top of their deck means they're probably worried that we're going to try and take it out. I do regret playing this. I don't think we needed to. Never mind. It was just such a powerhouse play, right? Imagine we still had this Letho and we stole their justice. Obviously useless for us, but it's just denying them a lot of points. Oh, look, if we just mulligan once more, so this is the misplay of this game. If we mulliganed once more, we would have had the location, and we could have gone for the Alchemist to deny the thingamajig. So we should have just pushed one more mulligan in that last round. In round uno. Nice hand. Kind of hard to kick anything here. We're looking for the Witcher trio and Leo still. Not just go pass. We kind of fancy our chances, I think. We'll see. This is the test, right? Up against the Gezras, up against flipping. We don't want a long round here, but we went first. We won the round. We probably overcommitted pretty significantly. But they also, you know, they played the Forest Protector, I guess. I probably overdid it round one, though. Let's be honest. Yeah, this card's kind of pointless now. Find the Witcher trio. We just stop here. We're happy. We missed Leo, but that's fine. We found everything else. And a lock's good here. We've got a couple of locks with Seret. We've got 4 removal with... a couple of locks with Orcs and Hunter. Obviously, we could try and greed the Orcs here. Like, the Orcs... Maybe the Orcs on the Viper Witchers is the motive here. Like, that could be pretty huge. Flogging is also kind of irrelevant here. But obviously, we shouldn't have given them this justice. What a stinker. We can also use our location to put, like, this Forest Protector on top of their deck. And then play this. And then play the Mentors. But, of course, that's risky against Call of the Forest and stuff. That would be a bit of a disaster, to say the least. I think clogging's kind of irrelevant. So we might just go for the bleed value here. We don't really want to lock anything or do anything like that. So we just play it for the 7-point value here. Of course, this is much better round one. This card just does a job. Igni, Invo. Lots of control. Okay, we're holding on to this Orcs, mate. Like, I just want to lock all these cards. I'm not going to lie, chat. Like, they want to play more of these cards in it, and they're getting Orcsed. This is the way. And we'll hold this for Gezra. Gezraz. I don't know what he's called. Not a clue. So they've got obviously got another one, but possibly location too. This Adrenaline 4 over here. Oh, one off location. Is it time, or do we just hold off a little bit longer? Ooh, is it time now, or do we just hold off a little bit longer? I think we just take it now, innit? We're happy, we're happy. We get double lock with Orcs. Because there's no guarantee they play like another one of these next. They could go for a sentry. Obviously, we're going to emote as well. Whoa! So because we've got Seret in hand, Orcs is going to lock all copies. And sure, I would like to have waited. But whatever. Okay, the boar comes in. Don't think we're going to be locking this card. We could just Serret to kill this Volunteers. Makes the Gaten worse. I mean, we could have invoed this card, but it seems like there might be better targets. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this was just a good lock or invo target. But I think this is more valuable to lock the Sentry, right? So we lock the Sentry, and then we invo the Gezra. I think that's the play here. Now we can play the Lambert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can still go in this back row. Yeah, I think we just keep this. Because obviously if they've got some weird Purify, like we'd rather than Purify this. Now Call of the Forest is out, so that means we can also put this Forest Protector on top of the deck, and it's pretty much risk-free. So it looks like they've got a Caress here. Oh, they can play Council as well. Okay. Malena. Oh, baby! Let's go. Oh, yeah, baby. Igni stays smurfing. Imagine playing Uridan. Igni's just so good, mate. Like, it just is. People just don't see it coming. They just don't. They just don't. Simple. Right, so they get their Sentinels in. Let's go for our Lambertski. Still not exactly sure what we'll take off this location, though, I guess. Something to consider. Maybe we should just go for... Because we're going to put this Protector back in, right? For this one. But this one, maybe a Viper Witch is just worth more points at 6. Not sure. So, of course, if we had Leo, this would be more ideal as well. Like, Leo starts at 6 because he counts himself. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points right now if we had him. So here's the Gaten. Wait. So they're playing Gezras as a removal here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just play it for the 6. I don't think there's anything to worry about hitting. I guess we just leave this. Well, what Gezras is now going to do is it's now going to damage this row, right? Which is still really good. We've got the Invo ready. And this is a 11-point card. Gonna be close. Because Gezras trades up on Invo significantly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 points more. We've got 2 bleeds. But yeah, don't think our opponent meant to do this, but fortunately for them, I stacked the back row super hard. Maybe I shouldn't have stacked it as hard on reflection. I'm sure you can see why I did, but I kind of didn't need to because I was going to invo this. Oh wait, it still... Oh, it shows what I know, so it still boosts the back row. But like, certainly our opponent shouldn't have put this location in the back row. They just wasted a point. So 4 points to the good. We've got an 11-point card. Wait, am I 4 points to the good? What am I on about? I'm 2 points to the good, and I've got an 11-point card, so they need a 13 to tie. I reckon we've got it, right? A long round against Precision Strike. Let's go, baby! Easy game. So, yep, Forest Protector is the most provisions. So that goes on top of their deck from the location. And the Mentor comes in for the W. Let's go, man. Again, do we win this if we're not playing Lockdown? Almost definitely not, right? And my MMR is like pretty decent. We're around 2,500 and climbing. Like, we've really not lost many games with this. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Some other games from the stream are going to play now. If you have not already, please consider liking and subscribing as well. Enjoy the games. Also, Witcher SK is coming once this new card's out. That's when Witcher SK is coming. And I don't think we're actually going to play Vesemir, to be honest. But there's going to be a lot of Witchers in that deck, so maybe we do still. Right. We're going second. Oh, we're going first. This can go. Orcs in hand is needed. Nice cards. Proactive. Two of these is a little bit dodgy. This is really good. Do we want to push another mulligan? I mean, two of these are good, so maybe I'll just trolled. Probably. Yeah, he is, but I think a Witcher thingamajig deck is going to have a lot of special cards. It's going to use the new card as well. I guess I just play Onslaught though still. The plan was not to play Onslaught, but I think that new card you can still play COC as well as Onslaught. Okay, so it's actually stuck. That's kind of surprising. But they've got no leader ability, which is obviously a good thing. They're playing Scald, so they're playing Skirms. Is this Freddy's list? I'm not sure. And they've obviously got the Savage Bears, which is also really good in this deck. And Neuromancy. Is this Freddy's deck, by the way, guys? Do you know? Pro Mother? Wow. Or maybe it's a Geddy deck. Comes back to like mulliganing one of these. Super troll. Super troll play. So Adrenaline 6. Do this first. Hold the lock though, it's not worth it. Yeah, imagine mulliganing this. Jesus. I guess there's a good chance that they're gonna have locks. More scouts and burners, so maybe it's fine. Obviously, we just lost quite a few points on this Master of Disguise, but I don't want to play any of these other locks, so actually I'm told, yeah, there's a scout, so maybe it's not the end of the world. I'm for Vesemir, I suppose. Definitely still feeling a bit awkward. I've not played the lock. Wasted what, 3 points now? This Master of Disguise. Could be 6 points further ahead. But we're probably also making them play awkwardly by not playing any engines. Like if I had a bronze lock in my hand, yeah, so I think it's fine. I think we probably made the correct line of play here. We'll go Barangar next. We could also go for Vibe Witcher off Gwent, but we'd rather hold the Gwent for sure. We might actually end up playing a couple more games. Could be a pass for us, I think. Yeah, nice. This deck's doing really well, guys, isn't it? It's actually doing really well since you put the, like, these 4P engines are just doing the job.
A superb specimen, truly.
Thank you for the follows, Rifty and Jester and Smartail and Pimglis and Blackmore. Appreciate it, guys. Muchas gracias. I think we want to push into this because, like, this could be a wild boar deck. And the hand's pretty juicy, honestly. I would like Orcs in this hand, I must confess. But I don't really see how we could mulligan anything. I mean, maybe we could just ditch the Igni. Not sure actually about that. Hey, Kuna. Mate, no cloggers. No cloggers. Just good old Vesemir. It's honestly not even that bad, mate. I think we're going to pass. Mate, honestly, this deck's not even bad. Yeah, it was just supposed to be for fun, and it is just for fun. It's not me trying to build like a competitive hang on this, but it's honestly been pretty good. We're just playing lockdown, which helps. But like, I'm beating precision strike in a long round, which is pretty good. Like, obviously, Warrett is not doing much anymore, but what can you do? Nice. So we'll kick the lock, I think. Seeing as we've got lots. And we'll just keep this. So we missed Leo again. Oh no, we can play Leo off Gwen. We missed the location and this. This is okay though. I've just recorded a YouTube guide for it. I need to share the list still, thinking about it. I don't think I've shared it. Kind of happy with this list that we've got though. I can share afterwards, mate. After this game. This card's obviously just trash here, but it's an 8-point card. It's fine. It's an 8 for 8. Not good. But it does win games at times. This has been the most sketchy card for sure, it has to be said, in this list. They can also win you the game against Vi in it. If they draw a Neuromancy, like, you just never pass and you can play this. Pretty fun. Yeah, we could, but I think it's just not worth it. IMO. So, I don't want to play any locks. None of these cards. I can't play these. I guess we're just going to play Warrett back row. This is going to be Leo, so let's play Warrett back row. Pretty bad. Not going to lie to you. But obviously this is around one card. It's not that bad either. Okay. I mean, honestly, we don't need to clog, so we just take the speed value here. What's the most likely Igni? I guess we could try and line up some 4s at the back. What other cards are we going to be seeing? I don't think we want. I think we just want to bleed. Maybe just bleed this 5.
A superb specimen, truly.
What's better than two dead nobles?
It could be whatever you call her. Eris. We're kind of locked into playing this now, innit? Can't play these for a bit. They probably play Juno too, right? Yikes. Yeah, but I kind of need to play Orcs now. I don't really want to. Maybe we could just lose a point on Seret.
A superb specimen, truly.
So telegraphed though, but we've got an Invo too. I don't know. Very, very telegraphed that I've got an Igni in my deck in it. This is the kind of deck we probably shouldn't have taken to a long round where they still have these Skirms and these Crows. Like just good value cards that we can't lock or remove. Not great either, I'll be honest. Not looking too hot, chat. Looking like an L. Should have killed this burner, right? I should have seen this play coming. So, I actually threw away. Definitely should have killed the burner. Yeah, that was a big throw. Oh my god, I almost missed it. I almost missed it, chat. I was ready to orcs. Oh, baby! Igni wins games. So this is what, a 12? 20? It's 20 point Igni, 24 if they don't play an alchemy card. Is it ever correct to not just Invo? So Leo plays for how many points here? Leo is going to play for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Bear Witcher would play for 11. Like, is there ever anything we want to lock, or is there ever anything better to Invo? They don't have Quartermaster, otherwise, whatever the card's called. Mentor. I don't know what it's called. The one that boosts. I think it's Mentor. Because otherwise they would have clicked this first. Igni wins us the game. Oh my goodness. Last card, Junod maybe? Morkvog. Wow, this Igni just came in so clutch. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Let's go, man.
So, how are things?
We're on like what, like a 4 or 5 game win streak? Okay. Going second. Obviously the Cloggers cards are huge here. Great. I haven't got any locks though, so we need to be careful with that. Got Vesemir too. Find a lock. No, the new season's been delayed, mate. There was a glitch, there's a bug. So hopefully soon. Hopefully not that soon and they just make some balance changes. I would definitely be happy with that, to be honest.
The infernal fire shall consume all that is impure. Saying an act of fiend!
I don't think if there's any better lock targets, to be completely honest. I feel like there's not really. There's Fallen Knights which are veiled. There's Von Hurst. I don't think you play Von Hurst, to be honest. Now we can just play this and it comes in at 5 straight away. And also we want to be bleeding these geezers.
Your life was worth a great deal, my lord. Take comfort in that.
We can go full cloggers here, mate. Oh my goodness. Just keep clogging, just keep clogging, just keep clogging, clogging, clogging.
Fancy a game of Kabir roulette?
It's nothing personal.
Arsing equals losing, right? We just need to Vesemir. So Vesemir plays for 7, 8 tempo here. It's fine, we can do that.
Left of that world.
We just go for an extra cloggers, it's enough. Love it. How much do we need to win the round? I would say we don't. I'd say we don't need to win the round. Obviously this is bricked. This is an 8-point card. And a cloggers plays for... 6. So it's 6 points on the cloggers. Maybe I should have cloggers first because it would have been more with Vesemir. Like if I went for the cloggers first now, I could have gone Vesemir. The cloggers plays for 6. So for 8, it's 14. I don't think we need to win the round, to be completely fair. Like, these cards are all really good. This is a good dry pass card. Of course, this is a better dry pass card, though. Come on, show me the money.
You're to use my decoctions to your advantage.
Never mind. Worth a try. Certainly was worth a try. This is a 6-point card. This just dies. Oh goodness. Such a nice find. We've got Barangar or Leo off Gwent. Our activity is on the low side, but I mean, we can go Letho. Oh, I haven't got Quen. Oh, never mind. That's kind of peak. That's kind of peak. No, they're not. Yeah, the Vesemir boost doesn't help, but we can play Warret. I'm only playing one. We can play Warret, and then we could play this, and then we could Vesemir, for example. I guess we're just kind of forced into playing the location here. This card's just really good. I mean, like, if I'm going to cut a card at the moment, I would say Warret is probably up there. But, like, this card's just a money card. Get a depth from location. That's true. It probably just dies, though. I think this is good because this is actually a 4-point card with Sacred Flame and whatever the other thing's called. Card's not doing too much here, I don't think. We'll see. Yeah, Dies Array, that's the one. Of course, we'd prefer to lock Helveed, but this is basically doing the same thing. Okay.
Sometimes I've had it.
Igni is looking sus. Innit?
Have you made your offering? Huh? Much less.
Not really the cards we're wanting in this situation. I'll throw it out there. They also might play Furco, so we want to be careful about putting Tavern Brawl back in their deck. I think we just assume there's something higher than a 7, and we just go for this now.
Your blade is an extension of your will.
Exco makes it worse. LV, true. Beautiful. Helveed. Oh no, Helveed's probably in deck as you mentioned. Dies Array is obviously one of them, and Heatwave. Yeah, this Invo ain't doing too much. Don't think it matters, fortunately. Nice! Deck just stays winning, man. Yeah, Colgrim would be a lot of points in this situation, but it's just normally not the motive. Wow, they mulligan Dies Array? What? Why do they mulligan Dies Array? I don't get it. Dies Array. They're still going for it. They can kill the Igni, obviously. It's honestly kind of close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think it's enough though, by a distance. Good effort from our opponent though. Nice. Mate, we stay winning. I think what I like about Double Alchemist is it just gives us some sort of extra proactivity because we don't really have much. Like we've got this, we've got the 4p geezer, but like look at this hand. Like imagine this is a coated weapons. We're like, what are we doing? It's our first play. Card is kind of dodgy in this hand, I think. Oh, this card would have been a banger. Maybe we could kick Letho and stare it, but I don't think we want to do that. God. Hand feels so awkward. We just mulligan the 6p card. Yikes. Sure, whatever. Not a clue what we're doing here. Not a clue. Mulliganing a 6p card, by the way. Jesus Christ. Hey. So we'll give them a lock, I suppose. Very useless against us. Get Snowdrop, let's go. That's really good. That's really, really good. Mulliganing a 13-point card. Yeah. Probably wasn't my brightest idea. Hmm. I think we should have mulligan Letho and Seret, basically. Ah, it's so awkward, isn't it? This deck's just not looking hot at all for this matchup, for sure. It is just an 11-point card, 12-point card here, right? Let's not forget. The real awkward thing is having these two Viper Witches, I would say. I mean, we could have also just gone for Letho there. Maybe this Stratagem player was a troll. That's fine. Good catch. Shows I was paying attention. Okay, do we reckon there's another Scald in hand? Probably. Honestly, we might just have to give him more Scalds. It's like the worst card to give him copies of, though. Just discard bricks. I think you can see why we need lockdown, though, innit? Like, it's just going to be a tough one otherwise. Also, this Ignite looking kind of sus. Maybe we just need a more consistent card. Honestly, I'm just going to go for this Geezer again, I think. I guess we could Seret this in a turn, though. There's nothing else I want to copy, though. It's the only thing. I can just lock it in a future round. But yeah, like, this card right now, bang. Bang a card. You don't get the Vesemir points off this, though. It's what's kind of stinker. Deck seems super sus, though. This is why, like, 7 provision cards are just kind of bad, because it's like, when are you supposed to play them? I guess we're just going for a clog with Warrett.
Falling is a necessary step. Picking yourself up.
Right. There. been a struggle from start to finish, this one, hasn't it? Bloody hell. Yikes. Nice lippy, mate. And our witches is tier 2. Good stuff. Where it belongs. How do we win this game, by the way? Rip. Jump for one of these geezers. I think Lippy's going to be too many points for us to 2-0. Okay. I mean, honestly, there's an argument for us to just pass here. No Morkvarg though. So Morkvarg in hand, does that mean? Obviously Nick is an extra 3 points here. But like, 12-point card and a 10-point card. Red Mork round 1. But yeah, hey Hablo as well. Shows how much attention I'm paying. Sod it.
Don't you pester me. Let's not get in the way of me act. Getting any of this? You understand a word I'm saying?
To the top decks we go, if this is a hunter, right? Oof, almost. Almost, mate. This snowdrop was kind of sad, huh? Best boy doing the business. I mean, this is what, a 7? It's an 8. Sure thing. So we play this one first because then we can put a good card on top. Obviously, only backfires if they have a Scald, but we can just hold it until the right time. And put Ceres on top, and then this is an 11-point card. True. Well, I mean, we might do because they might have no good cards in their deck. 7 is an 8. Still the best card we could have pulled. But like, if we put a good one on top, it just makes this better, doesn't it? And they can't Scald and play this card. So I have to scald and discard it. I mean, we would draw with COC. Unless we play this first. I guess we just always win if we play this first. Probably means I should have waited on this in case they end Nero now. I don't know. My head's not really been in this game too much. Cool.
Monsters. No, a goat will suffice for now.
Alright. I mean, this game was very, very dodgy. My MMR's not that low with Nilfgaard though. It's okay. Alright. We need more 4 provision cards, guys, in this deck. I'm gonna throw it out there. Like I just didn't know what to do with my opening hand round 1. It was so awkward. Sod it. Let's go again. Let's go again. We'll just try and mulligan, I think, like Witcher Trio cards, maybe. Like, this deck is just so badly built, but it's just an interesting one that you kind of have to end up going this route. Like, playing loads of mid-rangey cards. What's going on here? What's going on? Yeah, but that's what the lockdown ability is doing as well, isn't it? Like, we're playing lockdown for that exact reason. To deal with the Lippies. To deal with the Vires. Otherwise, we're just toast. Like, the extra 7 provisions aren't going to do nothing in that matchup. We would have just lost. Because lockdown, spoiler alert, guys, is broken. It's the best healing ability in the game by an absolute country mile. IMO. Shouldn't exist. But here we are, playing it. Hello? Okay.
I will not bow to your half-assed, self-proclaimed authority.
Uh-oh. Hopefully you guys can still see me. This game did feel kind of... The internet was feeling a bit sketchy before this game started. Like with the loading screen. Hello? 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 And if it's dirty... Oh, we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. I'm not going to complain. I still think I need to do a Siri deck for Nilfgaard. And the Skellige Witcher deck is probably going to come when we get this bomb card. Precision Strike. That's also, yeah, it's right up there. I would agree. Because you get the fact you get the Sentinels at 4 provisions now is such a game changer for that deck. I mean, we might play these. We're never going to play these, innit? Okay. Again, I just want more like proactive cards in at 4 provisions, I think. Like, if this dies, I'm so sad. Like, what we've got this, but still. How is it so hard? I mean, it's not supposed to be that good. It's just a bit of fun. It's okay, though. It's not that bad. Stunning blow, wow. Okay then, son.
Things can get explosive around here.
Bloody hell. Well, enjoy. They're gonna scale to get another one nailed on. Oh no, guys.
A superb specimen, truly.
That is good. Like, these 5p locks are kind of seem like a waste of provisions. We could kind of just do with some like cheaper engine orientated cards. But maybe it's just not possible. Basically, just the thing with this deck is there's so many random like 7p cards and like 6p cards. It just work, and like no high end cards. It's just really badly built, but you kind of have to do it. But like not running 4 provision cards and really high end gold cards and running all these 7s and stuff is just weird. Like, it just is. And even like this is a 5p card we're running quite a few of, and these. Like, we could just do with more 4p cards, but the adepts just don't work in this list. That's like the biggest downside about it, I think. Doesn't tempo us ahead, actually. I could have not locked this and taken an Igni soon, innit? No, Quen's definitely necessary because we need to be able to tutor our Vesemir. Like, Quen's definitely... it's our only tutor card. If there's one card that is always in this deck, it's going to be Quen. Because what's the point of playing Vesemir if you can't play it round 1? But like, again, we're not getting any boost off this card. This card is not actually getting the Vesemir boost. But it's still okay. Just play Decree. But, I mean, Quen's 3 points more than Decree. I can still basically play every card in our deck. Let's go for a Cloggers on a Witcher boy.
Help is not on the way.
No, I wouldn't say Quen is the best card from Way of the Witcher. Uh-oh. Oops. That wasn't very smart. I mean, there's not much else I could have done, to be fair. Just a bit of a stinker. Wow. Look at this card, mate. This would be 14 points if we could Vesemir. Second. After it. There's our Igni. I guess we just play the Igni here, hold the Leo. Leo should still be like a 10-point card. Kind of overkill, but what can you do, mate? This is where we just wish we played more 4 provision cards, because we've got big bad boy cards like this. never mind. Also playing these was a bit unfortunate. Not playing the Leo. Like, these plus Leo would have been really nice to bleed round 2. Come on, show me the money card. I mean, we can't actually play, right? We just have to pass. Hand's a banger, though. I would like to have pushed, but, like, come on, we should just win, right? Lippy's worth a lot of points, sure, but apart from that, everything else is pretty pants from our opponent. All our cards are just banging, apart from this geezer and this geezer. Like, come on, guys. Oh my. All these cards are so good. I mean, this might be a bit of a stinker, but... So we could bleed the Lippy, right? There's no benefit from playing Lippy twice, would you agree? Do we bleed the Lippy and then we can go for this Mentor?
What's better than a dead noble?
Guys, do you know what? Right, my OBS is glitched and it's giving me a wrong viewer count. It's crazy how much, as a streamer, I let viewer count impact my mood. Because I thought it was like down. It says 47 and it's been stuck at that. And I thought up until like 20 minutes ago that it was there, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, oh no. Crazy how much I let it like impact my... I was like, feeling all sorry for myself.
Your blade is just an extension of your will.
What's my favourite K-pop band? Honestly, never really listened to K-pop, I don't think. I must confess. Oh no, chat.
Beast of the man makes no difference to me.
4 points behind. We've got a 6-point card, but this does block the Ceres. Pretty sure. Four points ahead. Hey, Orcs. What's up, Sunshine? You're looking good today, mate. Next on is just polarizing pretty significantly, mate. I've got no powder, guys, unfortunately. First time I come here and I'm not in the deck builder. Sounds about right. Hey, Kia. Hope you're well, mate. So, the lock does nothing for us at this point. Obviously, we just get an extra point off Leo if we play Orcs first. Don't find the skirms. If they find skirms, we're in trouble, honestly. Ceres will be an 8 point. We know one of their cards was Lippy here. I'd assume that gets discarded. It does.
Sometimes I've had enough.
It's a 9-point card. Cool, let's go. Lockdown just winning us games. To be fair. Oops. This is why you don't build your deck from scratch every time, probably. 2 of these with like no 4s is super sus though, honestly guys. That's probably what we just need to stop doing. Playing 2 of these and no 4s is a really bad idea. It's like we're going to use this and it's just going to show us the flipping things again in it. Nice.
Falling is a necessary step. Picking yourself up.
Hello, Ethne. What a free round. Jeez Louise. Man, Warrior is so good. Oh no, guys. Ah, this is such a bad. Like, locks are so bad in this matchup, innit? Getting purified, baby. Collar would have been perfect here. Maybe these 5 locks do have to just become 4s. And then we can keep these in the deck. We try our luck with a alchemist. Like, look at how many good cards are in our deck, mate. We're just gonna end up like seeing the witches, flipping all sorts.
Only 2 targets. Pity I'm good enough toxic for 20.
Alchemist or sergeant? Oh no, guys! Oh no! We got the flipping Gezras. Oh, and it's a Witcher, so it gets boosted by Vesemir. Oh dear.
Are you fucking kidding me? Catnip instead of crowns? Huh?
Unfortunately, I've used all my locks for some reason. I mean, we might lose the round uneven, but I don't think it really matters. They played Justice, Ethne, we stole the Gezras. They played Cool.
Left. That worked.
Using Quen for this geezer is kind of sus because we know that we're drawing it next round. But like, hopefully we can just bleed some more of our opponent's good cards out of them. They're not really getting many points per turn, so passing here would just be trolling. Guess we just play the Leo now. I mean, we could just go for the Gezra. Quen for trio is actually a good shout. I think that's a good idea. I like it. I do like that idea. Maybe it's overkill though, you know?
Humans are scum. I prefer elves, dwarves, pixies even. Your blade is just an extension of your will.
Leo value is just always good here too. They still want it, guys. They're gaining 4 points per turn, of course, but they could also hit the shields.
Strike back. Leave it no chance to react.
Wow, what? Nice to hit a shield. Give him a tempering. Honestly, like Justice. Have they actually got any more dwarfs to play? Yeah, yes.
One more time. Now, try throwing 3.
16 for 7, baby. Pretty sure they've got a pass. If they're playing Sage that last turn, like, this is a bad card, I think. It could be a heat wave though, sure. Nice. They spent flipping everything. We got a Gezra for them too. We've still got the other Witcher trio. And obviously we've got the Vesemir for carryover too. Igni's definitely a little bit suspect, but I think we should be fine. Is this an alchemist?
Don't use my decoctions to your advantage.
Oh, that's not great for them. It also means our top decks suck. Spoiler alert. Oh no, it's only one card. They only look at one of our cards. Nice. This card's decent too. Again. Gonna mulligan one of these apparently. Okay, not ideal. I also know we've got Gezra though, right? So they probably just roast at the back and Iggy should get value, I think.
Mother Earth, I grant to my land. From you it came, to you it returns.
This Iggy's gonna smurf, I think. It's my prediction.
No mercy!
I guess this this guy could be pretty pants, honestly. That could be really, really quite pants. Greedy. Nice. It's like one of my first times using Gezras. That looks really weird the way that thing just died. Doing our best to lose still, to be honest. Ouch! 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 I think we lost, guys. Maybe if we found our cards. Still, bro. Almost got him. Almost got him.